The deadly Naegleria Fowleri. Naegleria Fowleri, the brain-eating amoeba, is a heat-loving thermophilic amoeba, commonly found in warm fresh waters like lakes, streams, and hot springs, and also soil. Only Naegleria fowleri is known to infect humans. It enters through the nose, eyes, and ears and travels to the brain, causing severe brain infection called primary amoeba meningoencephalitis, shortly known as PAM, which is fatal. The amoeba identified caused a fatal infection in 1961 and turned out to be a new species that has since been named Naegleria fowleri after one of the original authors of the report, M. Fowler. The first infection in the US, which occurred in 1962 in Florida, was reported soon after. However, investigations in Virginia using archived autopsy tissue samples identified palm infections that occurred as early as 1937.
The impact of Naegleria fowleri on the society includes confinement or inability of persons being able to freely go for a swim in a water park or river or lake. Water parks are one of the major recreational choice of a large portion of the population on Earth. People will have a fear to go swimming. Another impact of this brain-eating amoeba is financial instability. In the case where more money has to be spent at the water parks to ensure the water is safe. Also, finance will be needed to continue research on the amoeba in order to come up with a cure, if possible.
The life cycle of Naegleria fowleri can occur in human hosts or freely in aquatic environments. The trophozoite stage occurs in nutrient-rich aquatic environments where reproduction occurs by promitosis. It then transitions to flagellated stage if the pH changes surrounding the organism, and finally, if the normal environment is depleted, it can insist to survive the conditions. Novel therapeutics, including the investigational drug miltefosine and hypothermia, that is cooling of the body below normal body temperature, are the treatments available for Naegleria fowleri. Testing for Naegleria fowleri involves direct visualization under the microscope, antigen detection, where chemical deposits on antibody under specific light stain amoebic antigens, polymerase chain reactions, where amplifying DNA from amoeba in cerebral spinal fluid to identify amoeba presence, amoeba culture, and environmental detection.
Generally, beginning within 2 to 15 days of exposure to the amoeba, signs and symptoms begin to manifest. These include fever, headache, stiff neck, change in smell and taste, sensitivity to light, nausea and vomiting, confusion, sleepiness, seizures, and hallucinations. These symptoms can progress rapidly, and they typically lead to death within a week.
Fortunately, there has been issues in controlling the disease, Naegleria. Some of these are refraining from water-related activities in fresh water. Tourist attractions contain warm bodies of water, such as rivers and swimming pools. This makes it difficult for people to enjoy their leisure time in fresh water. Difficult to prevent water from entering the nostrils for swimmers. It is unclear that bodies of water can infect you with Naegleria fowleri. Therefore, posting signs in bodies of water does not mean that the bodies of water without signs are Naegleria fowleri free. Diving is prohibited to prevent the amoeba from entering the nostrils. Adding more chlorine to the pool can cause burning of the eyes when swimming. There are past and existing existing ways of controlling Naegleria fowleri. Providing 24/7 diagnostic services, clinical guidance, and an investigational drug to health professionals. This includes assisting healthcare professionals to diagnose infections, tracking, investigating, and reporting infections and disease outbreaks. This also includes observing the climate changes associated with Naegleria fowleri, leading CDC health promotion and communication activities. This includes educating the public of how the infection is spread and how to prevent it. The present and future possible ways of controlling the disease. Miltefosine is a drug tested in the laboratory which showed amoeba-killing characteristics. It is also treats certain types of infections caused by amoeba. Specific antibodies were created to develop the indirect fluorescence antibody test, which has become the gold standard for Naegleria fowleri testing. The CDC's Molecular Diagnostics Laboratory in the Waterborne Disease Prevention branch has developed new methods to better understand the disease and the isolates of the different severities of the disease.
Factors in the emergence or reemergence of Naegleria fowleri include environmental resistance. The amoeba is found in the natural environment and is well adapted to surviving in various habitats. For example, warm water environment. Temperature. The amoeba is known as a thermophile, which is able to grow and survive at higher temperatures, such as those in hot springs and in the human body. And lastly, human behavior, such as engaging in water recreation, has increased the spread of the disease.